appears that we have quorum. We'll call the Finance Committee of November 22nd, 2022 to order. It is 6:30 p.m. First order of business is approval of minutes, draft minutes of the November 1st, 2022 Finance Committee meeting. Do I have a motion for approval?
I move approval.
We have approval. Discussion? Hearing none, I'll place the motion before us to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Public appearances, non-agenda items. I don't believe we have anybody registered. All right. Thank you, Scott. No registration. Moving on to item 4, Finance Director report. I'll turn the floor over to our Finance Director, Misty Dodge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So property tax bills is what we're working on right now. We did have interviews today for the couple of people we're hoping to help us collect taxes. We are going to be back at the front counter, which is just a little bit easier for staff. We had been in a separate conference room for a couple of years with COVID, so we could kind of stay away from everything, and we're trying to kind of get back into normal now. No appointments or any of that stuff will be required, so really just like the pre-COVID process for collections. Still working through how the tax bills are going to look with the town of Madison nuance. If I separate out just what the people that were previously City of Fitchburg and are continuing to be City of Fitchburg, as we talked about during the budget process, the average home property taxes will be about the same as what they were last year for the city portion of the bill, but also pretty comparable for the overall bill as well. So I still am working through some final calculations, so I don't have exact numbers, but everything should be pretty similar as long as they're pretty close to average. The town bills, of course, their city portion will be quite a bit higher, because if you remember, the town artificially dropped their taxes their last year of operation, so that will go back up to a normal year, and then the other jurisdictions are also increasing. So I kind of am thinking of them as two different buckets. We're working through those calculations. Tax bills are required to be mailed the third Monday of December, which I believe is the 16th. We always shoot for about the 12th to the 15th. So we have a little bit of time yet, but we're already starting to get calls from people asking where their bills are. And then a preliminary audit is coming up. So that is on December 6th. So you'll be getting an email from me about that related party questionnaire. I ask you every year, so I'll be sending that out. And then Randy, as finance chair, they're going to want to speak to you again this year also. So I'll coordinate a time with you to chat with them.
Very good.
That is it.
All right. Thank you, Misty. Moving on to item 5, review of bills. 5A, detailed review of checks for $10,000 and above for the period of November 1st through the 15th, 2022, totaling $901,230.91. Questions or discussion from the committee? Hearing none, moving on to item 5B, detailed review of all checks issued, checks 124151 through 124199 for the period of November 1st through the 15th, 2022, totaling $963,616.51. Discussion. Hearing none. Moving on to our next action, to the next item, and that's action items. 6A. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution R-195-22, approving maintenance services for well number 5, and this is a direct referral?
I move approval.
We have a motion for approval. And who is speaking to this evening?
I will take this one.
You will? Okay, go ahead.
So there is a staff memo included in it that goes into a lot more detail, but this is basically preventative maintenance, relatively routine for well number 5. Every 5 to 6 years, the wells need to get pulled to make sure that things are operating as well as they should be. So the last time this one was pulled was 2016, so essentially it is due to be pulled again. The one unique thing about this one is they did go out for bids. However, staff is not recommending low bid for a variety of reasons, all of which are documented in the packet. So we're recommending it was the middle bidder, which we believe is a more qualified bid to perform this work.
Very good. Discussion? No discussion? I'll place the motion before us to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Moving on to the next action item, which is 6B, Do I have a motion to approve Resolution R-203-22, approval of reclassifying of Stoner Prairie Park from neighborhood park to area park?
I move approval.
All right, we have a motion for approval. And I see Scott Endel on. Scott, you're going to speak to this resolution?
I can, Randy.
Yes, if you would. The floor is yours, Scott.
Thank you kindly. This, as the Park Commission continued to work through the development of the new park plan for Stoner Prairie. As you're aware, North Stoner Prairie neighborhood plan continues to develop, and with that development, there was additional parkland that was received, and actually what we are doing is we're adding that new parkland to the existing Stoner Prairie Park, which along with its current function, the Park Commission is recommending that it's currently classified as a neighborhood park, but they're recommending to reclassify Stoner Prairie Park to an area park. And with this reclassification, it is going to give direction to the Park Commission and staff in regards to implementation of the new park master plan, along with the different functions of the area. One difference that may be of note is in our area parks, typically what we'll do is we'll have a shelter that would be rentable for the public. So that would be one additional feature, along with the idea that at some point in time there may be bathrooms associated with this area, similar to what we've done at Hugo Jamestown Park and in partnership with the utilities and the construction of a well in the area.
Very good. Thank you, Scott. I'll open it up for discussion.
No questions.
Okay. No questions, discussion at this point. I'll place the motion before us to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Thank you, Scott. We will move on to the next action item, which is 6C. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution R-209-22, purchase of police department fleet vehicle? All right, we have a motion for approval. And it looks like Deputy Chief Matt Leahy. Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did.
All right.
Well done.
There. It's
Thank
like
you.
3 years, right? I apologize for that. The floor is yours.
No worries. Thank you very much. This referral is an update from a purchase that we attempted to make back in 2021 on a hybrid vehicle. The hybrid purchase was made to kind of act as a testing vehicle to see what the capabilities were to potentially move that into our regular patrol squads. However, we were recently notified that Ford's probably not going to be building this one for us just because of the giant wait list that they currently have. So we decided that it would be prudent to move forward with just a traditional gas-powered vehicle instead of purchasing the hybrid.
Very good. Questions, discussion from the committee? Seeing none, I'll place the motion before us to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Moving on to action item 6D. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution R-214-22, purchase of squad equipment? And this is a direct referral.
So moved.
We have a motion for approval. And you will speak to this as well again?
Yes, I will.
All right, go ahead.
This referral is just to approve the purchases of the outfitting the 2 squad cars that were approved for the Town of Madison attachment, as well as a replacement for 1610, one of our sergeant vehicles for patrol vehicles.
Okay. Very good. Discussion?
Nope.
Okay, hearing none. I'll place the motion before us to a vote. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. Thank you, Chief Leahy. All right. And moving on to the next item, item 7, announcements. Our next meeting is scheduled for December 13th, 2022. And then that's all I have on the agenda. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I move approval to adjourn.
All right, I have a motion for adjournment. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion carries. We are adjourned at 6:40 PM. Thank you.